in a different color than the last time you saw me, except you can't really tell here, but it's actually kind of green, because I didn't realize that when you bleach your hair to an orangey color and then dye it rose gold, and then it fades to this weird orangey pink, and then you try and dye it honeydew brown, it's going to end up green, so it's kind of questionable right now, but whatever, at least it's somewhat natural colors.
Anyways, I haven't posted a video in like a week, which is kind of lame because about a week ago, saying, hey, update, I'm going to be uploading frequently from now on, and then I didn't. But anyways, so I'm here with a video, and this is an unpopular opinion video, and it is about John Green. And basically my opinion is that I really don't like John Green that much. Not as like a person, don't just kind of listen, hear me out before you go and attack me. Not necessarily as a person. As a person, I think he's absolutely wonderful. I think he's great. As a writer though, don't get me wrong. The Fault in Our Stars was a goddamn masterpiece. I love this book, just the most, such a good storyline. And I do have, like, pretty much all of his books, other than, like, the ones that he's co-written, which don't really count. I have read these two. Oh, wait, I'm totally forgetting Looking for Alaska. Be right back. Back to what I was saying, I have all of his books. I have read these three, not this one. I'm currently reading it, though. I'm on chapter 8. And basically the reason that I don't generally like him as an author or as a writer is because of his writing style. And like, I suppose you could argue that it's just his writing style, that's just how he writes, that's why these things are happening, but I don't like it. Because I've noticed that throughout all of his books, or at least like most of them, I didn't notice it as much with The Fault in Our Stars, which is probably why I absolutely love this book, but I've really noticed it even though I'm on chapter 8 only with these. But with these three books, how he has like his writing style and like the way that he writes books is, wow, the way that he writes books and his writing style, wow, literally the same thing. But his writing style is very formulaic. So there's like the lead character who's like kind of a dork, but he eventually is gonna end up getting the girl, and then there's this girl that's completely unattainable and great, and then there's the signature friend of color who has some random quirk about them, i.e. their family collects black Santas, and then the main character themselves has a quirk about them, which is like they're really good at anagrams, or they always remember people's famous last words, or the girl has a quirk as in she randomly capitalizes letters, and that's why I don't like his books, is because it's the same set of characters over and over and over again. And yeah, they do make for entertaining reads, which is why I continue to read them. And you know, I'm not gonna say that I don't enjoy them. I'm not saying that he's a horrible author, but can you hear that? There's a huge garbage truck outside, which is so loud. But that's generally why I don't like his books, is because it's like he has this very distinct formula. Like, there has to be this kind of dorky guy, but that's also really cool and sweet. There's to be some girl that's somewhat goddess-like or unattainable, and then there's a person of color as the best friend, and then at least one of the characters has to have some random quirk about them to make them more realistic. And I just really loathe that in writing and in books, because it feels like it's not real, and it feels like the author's heart is not in it. It's my dog. I just hate to think that John Green is one of those authors where he's not writing books because, oh, like, I got this story idea and it's really great and I want to share it with people. It's, oh, I should probably write another story. I know this is a really unpopular opinion because teenagers, young adults absolutely love his books, and I do think that The Fault in Our Stars, going back to this, was absolutely amazing, and it wasn't really like the other books from like what I can see. First of all, because a girl is the main character, and isn't really like unattainable, and yes, the characters are, you know, quirky, but they're not quirky in like a trying too hard way. Like, they're not quirky where it's like, oh, John Green made them, you know, this, so that way they will be more realistic or whatever. It's like they're quirky just as like individuals, just as normal humans, and so I can appreciate their characters more knowing that it felt like he effortlessly wrote this and like this was actually a story that like his whole heart was in, whereas like I'm not too certain about this one, but with these ones I know that so he wrote this one, Looking for Alaska, and then he specifically said that he wrote Paper Towns after this one because he wrote Looking for Alaska to convey the message that people are just people. But in the end, you know how that goes, it's kind of left as Alaska's still this goddess type person, so that didn't really work. He didn't get his message conveyed. He actually did the opposite, and so he wrote Paper Towns so that way he could convey that people are just people and we shouldn't idolize them. I think he did that very well in this book, so that's one thing that I will compliment him on, is that I think he fixed the mistake he made with this one, with the whole message that he was trying to convey. But at the same time, it's like he wrote this to make up for this, and so it's like, did he actually want to write this as a story, or did he just feel the need to write this because of this? John Green, I think he's cool. He's a cool dude. I think he's really talented, and you know, there's a lot of potential, and his stories are entertaining. I will give him that. But the bottom line is that I'm really tired of seeing the same formula over and over and over again, and the exact same set of characters, just with like different names. I'm ready for new, fresh characters and to read a different story as opposed to like a slightly varied version of the same story. Anyways, that is my unpopular opinion / rant about John Green. John Green is probably not watching this, but if he is, you are great. I'm not saying that like I hate his books or anything like that, but I'm just not personally like a huge fan of them. If you agree, I'd be really interested to see that, because I haven't met anyone that has the same similar opinion as me, and I can see why people like his books, but they're just personally not for me. I say as I buy all of them and read all of them. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I will try to be uploading more frequently. If you have any video ideas, actually leave them in the comments below, because I really want to find like ideas, like they don't necessarily have to be unique, they just have to be something that like I can actually like put myself into, and not just some like random video that I didn't really feel like making but made just so that way I could upload, because I don't want to do that, and I'd rather not upload that often, but upload quality content that I'm putting myself into and doing because I actually want to, as opposed to uploading frequently but posting absolute garbage. Anyways, that was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your video suggestions in the comments below, and also tell me what you think about John Green and what you think about my opinion on him, and I will see you all later.
Nicki Minaj. And boy, you got me walking side to side. I'm talking to you.